guys, this is Becky. I am back with another process video. Right here I am looking through some Maggie Holmes Gather collection. I have a ton of it and I knew I wanted to use that collection. So right here I am going through this photo book. These are all photos that I had put in this book that already have stories and or they are photos of Kayla and Brandy that they have sent me to do layouts of, and they can write their own story of. On this particular layout, this is the photo that I thought would best match this collection. I wasn't really going for a story, obviously, because this is a page for Brandy, so I was just matching the papers to the photo the best I could. I went ahead and pulled out this paper right here. I think it's called Joyful, and I am going to use the aqua side as my background. Then I'm going to go ahead and trim down my photo. So I'm going to go ahead and start looking through the rest of the pages. I am going to use this one, and here is where I make my first mistake. I go ahead and cut off a corner of this paper. I don't want to use the words, but I thought I'd put the corner piece on there. In the end, I don't end up loving that. I do keep it there, but I don't end up loving it. I pulled out this other paper, and this here is going to be a photo mat. Also, I am going to cut it into a tag. Right here, I just showed you my Tim Holtz tags, and I'm going to cut out 2 tags with that die. I am really into tags lately. I don't know what it is. I love them. I'm just going to go ahead and keep going with it until I get tired of them. But right now, in fact, my what is that called? Big Shot. My Big Shot plates, they are so scarred with all the tag images because I've cut out so many that I had to buy some new ones because the cutout images were making indentions on my other die cuts that I would cut out. It was kind of nuts. I went ahead and pulled out these stickers. They are called Together. These came out the same time the Maggie Holmes Gather collection did. And I'm going to go ahead and spell out my title. It is 34 weeks. This is Brandis's, one of her maternity photos. And she was 34 weeks. I wanted something to ground that on, so I'm going to cut out a strip of this paper to put the title on. So now, usually I do my voiceovers and I'll have videos scheduled a couple weeks in advance. And today is December 27th and tomorrow is Wednesday. And I usually like to have a video up on Wednesday and on Saturday. And on Monday if I can. This Monday I skipped it. So usually I don't cut it this close, so sorry guys. So I went ahead and got the title down right here. I'm going to go ahead and start looking through the embellishments. I do pull out this little banner flag. It is 2 tones of pink with a white on there, and there's a little bit of glitter. And look at that unicorn. Oh, he is so cute. When you look at the stickers, well, at least I did. When am I when am I ever going to use this unicorn? Well, I'm going to use it right here, and it is adorable. Up there at the top right, I do put down 2 little bows. They aren't stuck down yet because I'm going to add some mixed media to this layout. Right here, I went ahead and pulled out my Delusions acrylic paint in white. I had a quick interruption, so I'm not sure where I'm at. Okay, so I pulled out the Delusions paint in white, and I go ahead and smudge that around the page. Right here, I couldn't find my baby wipes, so I just used the edge of my man robe. And also just pulled out a piece of scrap paper to smush it around with. My husband had come in, and I'll forgive him. He knew I was doing a voiceover, but I'll forgive him because he brought steak. Forgiven, you're forgiven. So I went ahead and put down some of this white acrylic ink, and I am smushing it around with just a pattern paper. It's a remnant piece of the pattern paper. I am going to pull out some mist to sprinkle on top of this as well. Right here I go ahead and try and splatter some of that acrylic ink. Obviously it is going to be too thick, Becky. You need to add water. So I did. I was trying to, apparently I was being super lazy this day because I was trying to splatter that ink without adding water to it. And here I am showing you the lid to the paint that I was using. I love the Dilutions paint. They're really nice. I have several colors, but I tend to go toward the white for some reason. I probably need to get another one. So I'm going to go ahead and splatter around some of the Heidi Swapp Color Shine in Black, Seafoam, and then I pull out the gold. My gold has been very, very liquidy lately. So right there you saw where I first splattered it. I did it right where I knew the picture would be because I didn't want any huge splatters. I did get a couple big ones, but for the most part the big ones were underneath that photo. Right here I wanted to tie in that white paint, and this I regret just a little bit. I went ahead and inked the edges, painted the edges with my finger of the layers that I'm going to put down. I regret doing this a little bit, and I think that's why I don't love that corner. I think if I did not put that ink on it, I would like that corner piece a lot better. And maybe if it was just a teeny tiny bit smaller. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere these down, and right there you saw where I was straightening out that page because it warped. I put too much paint on there. I'm going to go ahead and use some Scotch Quick Dry on the back of even my stickers because I used that paint and I didn't know if it would stick to it, so I went ahead and put a little more glue on the backs. It works out pretty good. They're in front of me and it seems to be sticking pretty nicely. Right here I'm going to go ahead and tuck the tags in, and that's going to be my basic layout. I am going to turn that photo over and put on some foam tape. Words. They're failing me. I go ahead and pop up the photo, and also I put it under that unicorn as well. I hope everybody had a good holiday. I sure did. My son came over. My husband got me a new robe, so I wouldn't have to wear my man robe all the time. So he got me a new fluffy pink one. And it was a pretty good holiday. The New Year's coming up. I'm really excited about that. I love the New Year. It's just like a promise of a new start. Even though I know a lot of people don't do New Year's resolutions, but I do, and it's only because even if I only stick to a New Year's resolution for 2 weeks, it's 2 weeks more than I would have done. So there you go. I went ahead and pulled out some white crochet thread. I am going to thread those in the tag, in both of the tags actually. And I kind of doubled them up so that there's actually four, or not four, but when it's doubled it's four, but there's 2 strands going through each. And this time I went ahead and just tied a knot at the end of it so they would flop over. I didn't do what I normally do, which I don't even know what it is called, when you thread the thread through the loop and just stick it on like that. I went ahead and tied it on there so there's a little knot. I'm going to go ahead and pop up the tops of those tags, and then I took out some more of the crochet thread and I just curled it around. I'm going to stick that one right there underneath the unicorn and that label, and I'm going to stick another curled up bit up there underneath those bows at the top. Now this one down here underneath this unicorn, it was not wanting to stick. I kept having to apply a little more adhesive. It's sticking now though, so that's good. I'm just gonna kind of use my tweezers. Oh my gosh, my tweezers. I just had to order another pair off of Amazon because actually I was using scissors there, I think, but those tweezers right there, I lost them. I cannot find them. I spent hours in my room yesterday picking everything up with the sole purpose to find those tweezers, and I cannot find them. So I ordered another pair of them. And of course they're an add-on item, so you have to order other stuff, right? So right here I go ahead and pull out those gold stickers that also came out with the Maggie Holmes. I am going to put one down that says #SoHappy right there. XOXOXO. One that says love this with a heart, and one that says #lucky. After I put down these gold word/phrase stickers. That's all I do to the layout. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.